actually worked?
It did.
Am I not entirely worthless in battle?
And you're not, like I was saying. Let's continue.
Let's get out of this place, Siren. Mihara and Uni are waiting for us outside. They're keeping Gluttony from moving. We need to leave at once.
I can't. I must ensure the AA Pillar's energy is completely depleted.
We got a plan for that.
You can do that outside. You just need to take it with you so that Gluttony can't consume it.
Exactly.
That's impossible. Gluttony is instinctively drawn to substantial energy sources.
But we will take care of him.
Even if we take it outside, Gluttony won't stop chasing it until it's consumed once more. If it does swallow it and ends up digesting it, there'll be no going back.
Then we have to take out Gluttony.
I'm sorry. I can't go up against Gluttony now. Not with my powers weakened as they are.
We got a plan.
Look, we can use this.
You don't know what that is, though.
What is that?
This thing absorbs electrical energy. If we can lodge it into Gluttony's core, we might be able to stop it.
Well, I wouldn't have used the word might when trying to convince her, but
Oh,
that might be enough.
how does it work?
Someone that you will probably meet in the future. In fact, I am most definitely sure you're gonna meet Behemoth. That's Levi's friend and crew. So,
I honestly don't really understand the mechanics, but Mana, a researcher from MMR,
she doesn't know who that is. But again, A's predecessor.
said that if this comes into contact
Successor.
with Gluttony's core, it'll expand and absorb all of Gluttony's energy until it ceases to be.
That must seem like complete science fiction. Well, but then again, what Siren can do, come on now.
But doesn't that mean it would also be dangerous for us Nikkes?
If it touches us.
Yes, but Mana said it'll be fine as long as it's contained somehow, like in this glass bottle.
Yes.
They were originally intending to use the AA pillar to eliminate the crystals, but then Gluttony swallowed it and threw a wrench in the works.
So that's what the AA Pillar was doing here in the first place.
Yes. In hindsight, that was a bad idea. They should have expected Gluttony to show up.
I don't pretend to know all the details, but if we inject this into Gluttony's core, we can stop it. So let's be done with this and get the hell out of here.
Ugh.
Take the glass bottle from Mori. Yeah, she might need you to get it in there. Can you handle that?
Siren?
Mori,
Yes?
you came back to this hellish place to give me this?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Mori. And I'm sorry,
For what?
but I'm not leaving this place.
What?
What?
I will use this to defeat Gluttony. But first, you must leave.
Why?
No. I'm not leaving without you.
And yeah, she can't. She's here. She's staying unless you give her a really good reason.
I might not be able to hit Gluttony's core on the first try. Even if I do manage to insert it into the core, it might not have the effect that we expect.
It doesn't matter to her.
Someone has to stay behind and keep watch.
And keep watch.
Then we'll both stay.
We don't know how dangerous these crystals are, or what effects they will have on the bubbles, or Nikke's.
Would it affect? Yeah, it probably would affect your bubbles.
If things go wrong, we could both end up dead.
She's fine with that.
And we'll die together.
Yeah.
Mori,
You gotta understand how much you mean to her.
Don't even think about using your kotodama on me. No matter how many times you send me out, I'll find a way to crawl back in.
Mori, don't do this.
No, you stop this.
That's fair for you to
Don't
say.
throw your life away just because there's a tiny chance things might not go as planned. If there's even the slightest possibility, you need to cling to it.
Yes, that's the way, Mori.
Stay alive.
Mori,
I know that I can't be of any help here.
No, you are. You're helping right now.
I'm not a goddess of victory like you.
It can come in different forms.
And even getting Gluttony to swallow me was a struggle. I can't even shoot well enough to block all the debris flying at me and my friends. There's no way I can lodge these crystals into Gluttony's core either. Not with my pathetic strength. I'm just a useless Nikke with nothing but this body. An incompetent member of the incubator squad who's about to be scrapped. I can't make a single impact in this filthy, cruel world.
No, you're doing it right now.
I know that, but... I want to save you!
Okay, nah, you're not getting me, you're not getting me, you're not getting me, you're not getting me.
I want to do that much. At least.
Listen to her, Siren.
You told me to live. That you were glad I was born. You saved my life.
Now she wants to do the same to you.
I want to see a world where you can be happy. So live. Show me that it's possible.
Because that's how you truly be the goddess of victory, Siren. It's not just enough to win a day.
Prove to me that the world is a kind and beautiful place.
You gotta give hope for tomorrow.
That as long as you keep living, someday happiness will come.
Mori.
And yeah, that's actually, like, Siren, you are a unique Nikke. Even none of the members of the Gaia squad that well, not that I know of, we know them all. None of them could have done what you did. Not the old tales either. Even if Cinderella was one swallowed. I mean, maybe she could fight her way out, but certainly not survive in the way that you have.
Prove to me that kindness should be repaid with kindness. That this is how we can find happiness. That good people will be rewarded someday.
I feel like this could really be a turning point.
You're the only person who's ever celebrated my existence. You're the one and only true goddess of victory.
That's a statement. You now have a follower, Siren. You gotta live up to her expectations.
Goddess of victory.
I don't want to live in a world where you're not around. I'll lose all semblance of hope.
Yeah.
How could I go on living in a world where no one celebrates my being there? So live for me.
Yeah.
Even if there's one small chance at survival. Cling to it and seize victory.
Yo, Mori's killing it right now.
Stay alive and keep surviving. Save me.
Wow, nah. Now see that? That's great. That's great. What the heck is up with the background though? But
My goddess of victory.
nah, that's great. Siren, you have no choice. I'm gonna be furious with you if you refuse her now. Look at this. If you care for her, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yes, she really believes in you. Exactly. You know, well, I'll say it after this. But yeah. Something dawns upon you? Yes, she did.
But the story isn't over yet.
That's what it's all
I
about.
must continue writing it. Not just for myself, but for all of you as well.
That's a question. You never tried? Yeah, they honestly didn't. It really was considered like a suicide mission. And I still don't know how you all survived that blast. But
I promise that the story we'll write from now on won't be one of failure, but one with a happy ending.
I just had a scary thought. Siren has her bubble so she can survive. What if Hansel and Gretel like use the parts of each other to... You know what? We're gonna move on. But anyways.
Come, let's write our story.
Because they're dealing with dual cores a lot. But yeah. Siren. This is where it all starts. 70 years has been in limbo, but this is where it begins. Well, actually, no, you really had one in Levi, too. But yeah.
You're right.
There you go.
I can't give even the slightest chance of us being able to rewrite our story, I have to take it.
That's what it's all about.
I will survive. I will become the indomitable goddess of victory.
And that's what Abe trained you for all this time.
Yes, that's it.
Together, we'll survive and forge our own happy ending.
No, I want Mori a part of the story. I want Mori a part of the story. When I get back to the story, if this happens before the story, she needs to meet the team. She needs to be elevated. I'm never letting Gian touch her, okay?
Yes.
No. I gotta talk. Sorry. 35 minutes, yeah. Well, I gotta refuel my stuff anyways. Mori's here. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad. And yeah. Cinderella, Abe, Levi, and Hansel and Gretel. For those who just watch this content and don't know what I started my channel on, it's, well, quite similar. It's the Neptunia series, and in that series, are there new bubbles? If there are, I'm gonna get them later. In that series, they also have goddesses. Their followers give them direct power. They're not, it's not a figure of speech with them.
I'll take it.
They're
I
actual
will
goddesses.
survive, no matter what.
I always liked the idea that they have followers and how they would interact with them. That's always something I wanted to see, because they had to be inspiring. They had to give people a reason to believe in them in order for them to uphold their title as goddesses. Otherwise, without faith in them, they would either cease to be or lose their status as goddess.
Did you call
Siren.
me? Mori?
Well, not just Siren.
Mihara. They
Oh,
all risked their lives to save mine.
yeah.
It's time I returned the favor.
It is. They've dealt with it several times with Red Hood, and there was the people that she saved. Even though Oswald was like, wait, that's dangerous, Red Hood didn't even react to it. And she was training Rappy to be in that same sort of dynamic. Although with Rappy, it's in theory us, the player, would have faith in her. Like, she would be our powerhouse to get us to victory, which is why Cinderella was so threatening, because while that was true, then Cinderella came and it's like, well, I can do it too. But anyways, but what we saw with Siren is, I don't think Siren and Mori, it's never been to this degree. Mori was almost to a point where you could consider hostile at first, but now she's at the point where she's risking her life. She saw what Siren did. She realized who it is. She's like, oh, nah, I believe in her. That's great. And I could see Mihara getting that too if things were done well, like with the power. That's why I often get not into trouble, but some issues that I may have that involve my favorite characters seem like it's favoritism, but it's like, nah, my favorite characters often have power, and they often have moments like this where people believe in them, and they use that power to give people hope for tomorrow. And that's exactly what my favorite characters are. So,
Did you call me? There's even
and that's what Cinderella was
I'll
too.
take it.
Even
I will survive, no matter what.
she also had just a small chance, like all the stuff that she went through, and she still was fighting for humanity. And she does have Abe who believes in her, but that's kind of different. Abe believes in all of them, I feel. But Mori is new. But I also think Levi is also in that category as well. She just doesn't know that Siren's alive. And if Siren returns, nah, we got Levi, and then we'll have Behemoth. And again, with that lineup, who's messing with us? It would need somebody, well, I don't know what, deep. Let me chill, let me slow down. Deep, literally just, we gotta worry about that. Yeah, we do. In fact, we might have to worry about Gian if she realizes Mihara's experiment was successful and she starts producing more. Well, either way. Shame I can't get like a lesser version. They all are putting in work. Like I said, Siren, this gotta be you're starting of your crew. Of your, heck, maybe your nation. Again, get those collars off of them and get them away from Gian. All right, 28 minutes left. Let's see if I can make it. That won't matter for you all. And Mori's gonna be a part of my team. Like, I gotta, that level 1, no, that's gotta change.
Looks like you've finally calmed down a bit.
Oh, really?
Even a big old rapture like you has its limits when it comes to pain, huh?
Yeah, I would think more so. Yeah, can you...
Uni.
Do you need to keep doing that anymore?
It's exerting a lot of force, isn't it?
And yeah, the Uni's kind of scary. The fact that Mihara even lasted that long when Uni was choking her out.
Shall I help you lift this?
Okay.
You can handle it? You're incredible, Uni. I know it must be tough, but you're holding up well.
Yeah, wouldn't it actually help? Because Mihara's the one causing pain to Gluttony. If she's in pain, that would help. Actually, what has she been doing to herself now that I think about it to make Gluttony even that in pain? Huh. And then you remember? Yeah. Yeah. You're concerned about those two, but how many did you get killed before? If you were to bear the weight of all the lies to her thoughtless words back then, just how heavy would it be? Yeah. Wait. Yeah, it's like, was that giving you strength or weakening you? Yeah. Okay, that's what I was worried about.
It's okay. You're not alone. I'm here to bear the burden with you. That's why I gain this strength. So, let's save them. Let's rescue those who see our presence as a gift.
But you know, that is one part to, because what I just saw a video where someone was like, when they were being released from jail after so long, it's like, did you regret your actions? Jail wasn't really rehabilitating, but that might start on the path.
The ones who consider us friends. If we keep saving them all, one by one, maybe someday, we'll be able to find the path to redemption.
Though again, Mihara is not responsible for that. I want to make that very clear. She was the cause of Uni going berserk. That's just because she lost her memories. It wasn't her fault. She was punished, and then, anyways, that's why she wasn't in the collar. But nevertheless, I think Mihara is necessary for someone like Uni to get on that path of redemption.
I'll be right there with you, Uni, until we reach the end of that path. So don't be afraid. Anyway, I wonder if Mori managed to convince Siren.
Well, that sounds like a change.
What's with all this shaking?
Is she coming out? From inside, two small bubbles pop out.
Bubbles?
Wait, two small ones? Is that messages? Yeah.
Uni! Mihara!
Siren?
Get back!
Oh.
Uni!
Yeah, get out, it's time. Just as they made their escape. Wow. Massive. Did she take her whole field?
Wow!
She's finally gonna be set free. And then,
Uni, get down!
as Mihara pulls Uni down. Oh!
Don't worry.
You open your eyes. She's finally out. And dang, you can do that too?
I won't let anything hurt you. Ever.
That's how you do it, Siren. That's how you do it.
Siren.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
So what happened? Yeah, I would like to see.
Siren,
Oh?
do I really have to fire this thing?
Oh, you made it. Oh, that's clever.
Uh-huh.
You can't say no to that face. Well, actually, you can, but
Let me make sure I've got this right. The bubble bullet containing the crystals is loaded in here,
yeah.
and once I pull the trigger, it'll fly straight towards the core, right?
Uh-huh.
Why do you do that? I know you're perfectly capable of speech.
And while you do that, I'll send this entire space up to the surface.
Not that wasn't very appropriate, but I feel like she was doing that on purpose.
That way, we can protect ourselves from any unforeseen dangers the crystals might pose.
See, Siren, she just needed help, which I understand. It's been 70 years. She deserved to feel a little hopeless at that point. But she's not only powerful, but resourceful as well. I mean, she's got the ability to do so, but, you know, she'd make a great Green Lantern.
You're going to bring up this entire area?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That's why I need your help.
Dadgum, Siren.
The moment I make this space float, that's when you fire that gun.
I'm impressed with Uni and Mihara, and then Siren's like, no, I'm still on a different level, though. I only got one core.
That way, the bullet will hit the core at the same time we surface.
You calculated that?
But what if I mess up? What if I miss the core?
That's an understandable concern. Like, straight up.
It's okay.
You'll guide it?
The bullet will find its mark.
Dadgum.
I guarantee it.
Now we need to link up with you, get Levi, and get Behemoth. We're not losing.
In other words, even if I miss, you'll use your Kotodama to make sure it lands where it should.
Uh-huh.
I gotta admit, though, I do like that, but
All right then.
the All right.
I'm ready. Let me know when I need to shoot.
Uh-huh. All right then.
Close your eyes. Every bubble in the surrounding area.
All together now. Let's rise to the surface.
Dadgum. Again, she had prep time, but still.
Mori, now!
I can give you prep time. Let's make a whole city full of your... Well, I gotta think about that.
Here goes nothing.
That means Mori technically would have taken down Gluttony. Well, in combination, but still. Put your name on that homework. Ejects from the bubble, pierces through the bubble wall, heads toward the core.
Siren!
Hit your mark.
Oh, you can tell it to do that?
I thought I was gonna die back there.
All right.
What about the crystals?
And you have the pillar, right? If it's in there.
We made sure it hit Gluttony's core. We saw it start to expand.
Yeah, that's what it does.
I guess that wasn't quite enough to do the trick.
Yes, but it looks like it had no effect.
Really? Oh! It's covered in crystals and it's still... Oh. Oh, well, no, it's fighting back.
Looks like it chowed down on those crystals, all right.
So it can't follow you. I mean, it's busy right now.
Uh-huh. We must eliminate Gluttony once and for all.
Oh, yeah.
The silver liquid completely dissolves the crystals.
Start firing.
So, I'd like to ask, will you fight by my side?
Of course. You got your team, Siren.
As if you had to ask.
Huh?
Of course we're with you.
Yo, Masilla's stock about to go up so much? Nah, we can't have that.
That's why we came here.
This isn't this. Well, I mean, Vegeta did. That's annoying. That's totally not gonna become a problem in the future.
Yeah. Don't be silly and ask such an obvious question.
Even Mori's bacillus.
I already told you. We're all coming back alive.
Yeah. Unbreakable.
You're right! We're all making it out of here alive. Let's win this together!
I just wish Levi was here to get her run back.
All right.
Encounter!
Oh, you're commanding them too. Okay. Wait, so then that means, hang on, everybody, is Gluttony gonna appear right now? I think so. That's what you look like? Well, unfortunately. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You get to see.
It's already over? That's a shame. It felt good.
It is a shame. I barely got to do anything. Oh, okay. Is it too much to hope for a story battle? They gave a unique boss in this. This is the type of story new players can complete. So me, it just.
Doesn't this thing ever get tired? It's taken one heck of a beating, and it's still making such intense vibrations.
The core is certainly holding up better than we expected.
Yeah.
It isn't breaking apart like we thought it would.
That's crazy. Okay, like I was hyping up like Behemoth was gonna be our answer, but there's still some stuff that can handle her.
Maybe the core has gotten weak, and there's not enough energy reaching the crystals.
If only we could throw some kind of bait to make the core expand and the crystals grow larger.
The pillar? I don't know if that's. Do you want to risk that though?
Fate! Ah! I've got just the thing!
What? Oh, you mean the AA pillar?
Did you siphon out most of the energy?
Oh, right. I totally forgot about that thing.
Since it's already been melted by the silver liquid, it should be absorbed quickly.
If we feed that to the core, the crystals should grow much larger.
Yeah, it's a risk though.
Uh-huh.
Well then, let's get this thing to open wide, so you can feed it a little treat.
Let's go. All right.
Okay. That's how it tunnels with tentacles? Okay, again, that's a crazy strength feat.
Nice going, Uni.
Okay. Spews silver liquid into the air. Oh, yeah, you want to watch out for that.
Watch out!
But Siren's got you.
Spread out.
I like how you can tell when she uses her ability by her eyes. They kind of glaze over.
Don't you dare go around spewing such dangerous stuff.
Okay.
Shall we have another go at it together?
That's a powerhouse. Now this is a team that can pretty much capture any rapture, I feel. Especially if Siren was at full power. Okay.
Siren!
Oh, you want this pillar so badly? Come and get it!
Oh, wow. What the heck is that? Are you aura farming too? Oh yeah, totally. Totally, nah. That's a goddess of victory. Right there.
Everyone, step back!
Okay,
All right.
You yank out the pendulum. Open his mouth wide. Huh. You can't. She's nothing having her anymore. In fact, what's up with her hair? Is that different colors?
You want food?
Like the front of her hair, see, it's white.
Then chew on this!
Silver liquid within the bubble seeps into Gluttony's core, and then it's done. Yeah, those crystals rapidly expanded.
Break apart!
They do it? It shattered. Wow. Oh no, that's a bag.
It's finally
What happened? Grow fainter?
What's that?
Fainter?
I think it's Gluttony's main body.
Huh?
Wait, you're telling me there's more to this thing?
What do you mean?
No wonder I sensed something more when I exchanged senses with it.
Wait. What?
That must have been the connection to its main body.
What?
You're right. When I was inside its throat, I used the bubbles to investigate. Gluttony consists of one massive main body with multiple mouths attached to it.
Oh, heck no. Run.
The place where I was staying was inside the throat of one of those mouth organs.
Run away. We need, like I said, we need Levi. Nah. We getting out. We getting out. We getting out.
So, the core we just destroyed is the core of that mouth?
I'm afraid so.
So that's why you kept saying we were inside its throat and not its stomach.
You did say that. Oh my gosh, this thing is horrifying. I said I wanted to fight it.
That's some rapture.
Yes. See, I want them to tell the arc that, but I also don't want Macilas to get all the credit and look good again.
How can you still laugh at a time like this? What are we gonna do if that thing comes back?
It might not. I think it's scared, honestly.
It won't. Judging by how faint those sounds are,
It's running.
it seems to have run away.
Yeah.
So it severed one of its mouths and fled?
It most likely ran away because its main body was about to be swallowed by the crystal.
Right. See, like I said, Behemoth is still a threat. Okay.
Nice to know we had it against the ropes.
Honestly speaking, like the main heretic raptures. Well, okay, there's that one water-based one we haven't met yet. Again, I'm still waiting on that. In fact, is that her? Because she talked about being asleep and waking up. They make her seem to be a massive threat. And I don't know. Because but what I was about to say is that Behemoth and Gluttony seem much more terrifying than like Nihilist or...
Considering how it ran off with its tail tucked between its legs, I doubt it will be back anytime soon.
And we can get Behemoth. If we have Levi, I'm confident. Like, Behemoth actually was more friendly to us than Levi at first. It was Levi who was more, gung-ho and like, let's take him out.
It knows that this place is filled with his worst nightmare.
Exactly. It's not going to try to test you again. Now you need to rest.
So what then? Did we win?
Yes, we did. We won.
Good. Like, can we get an applause for the team? That was great. The build up to this started since us seeing Red Hood's story and so many other stories up until now.
We won!
Yeah, you gotta have a confidence boost after that, Mori.
We won!
Yeah. Then yeah, valid. Valid. Everybody deserves to just take a break.
Good job, everyone.
There you go. Congratulate your team.
Siren, how does it feel to be back in the great outdoors after so
Yeah,
long?
seriously.
Oh,
You haven't
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I guess it has been a long time for you.
Yeah. It's been a really long time.
I was wondering if you hadn't realized it. Huh. Nah, that's nice. That's nice. Oh, I'm gonna have so much. I gotta get these out. Yes. Bear with me, everybody. I had a lot of things going. There's too many good things going on right now. Dadgummit, let me rest.
Wow, the sun is rising.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
I never expected a story like this. I just thought we just rescue Siren. Huh. Yeah, you get to see a nice sunrise or sunset.
It's breathtaking.
They probably said, but I'm just gonna keep going.
The world is so
Wow.
beautiful.
That's the word I was looking for. Wow. Wow.
You bet it is.
They're looking, that's through their eyes.
Oh, Mihara, Uni, Mori.
Yeah.
Thank you for saving me.
Oh, nah. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Siren.
What are you crying for?
Because I'm so thankful.
Absolutely.
I never thought I'd be able to see the sun again.
It might be too early to say, but I think this might be one of the best stories I've seen in this game. Well, I mean, it's almost over, but
To be able to set my feet on solid ground, breathe in fresh air.
like, that's a shame that you have to. It's like you were in jail, but you're the complete opposite person who should even have. It's wonderful.
I didn't even dare dream of it.
Yeah.
Siren,
Thank you for saving me. For not giving up on me.
Yeah. They truly did, in more ways than one. They saved you.
For extending your hands out to me.
oh man, don't you cry?
It's valid. Every single person here has a free pass to do that right now.
If you do, I'll...
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll start crying too.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's understandable. Yes. Oh. That's the type of emotion we need. Tall. Yep. Yeah, it's very understandable. Yes. These two are some of my favorites. All right. Yep. It's a done deal. They're gonna be on the team. I want them in the story. All right. Don't just develop them and toss them to the wayside. And I'm still trying to keep it together.
don't cry, Mori.
Don't you start laughing. Do you have any idea how worried I was?
Yeah, I do.
Don't you ever do that again. No more heroic sacrifices or any of that nonsense.
Well, I can't say that, Mori, but
Never again. You hear me?
although you're the first, so we kind of do have to honor that.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. I didn't even notice the hand. Now, this is great. This might be maybe recency bias, but I think this might be one of my favorites. Yeah. And those were just 2 lives.
Uni.
Huh. They actually did try to make you look something. No, there's no, you're not beating the allegations. You're just not.
How are you feeling? How does it feel saving someone for the first time?
Yeah, that part. 2 lives made that big of an impact. That just shows the weight of what you did. Feels good?
Feels good?
Yeah. Amazing with the voice direction.
If you feel good, then so do I. You did great, Uni. All right, you two. That's enough moving around now.
What?
That girl. Isn't that one of your bubbles, Siren?
No.
Oh?
No. In the air? Oh, wait. They're coming then. They're following that one.
Those are the bubbles I sent to find Cinderella.
Yeah. Are they gonna end it here? It disappears.
What's she doing here?
Son of a mother. If you...
Siren, over there.
Uh-huh.
Look.
Points behind. They're both there. They gave us a scene?
Over there.
Siren?
Wow.
Cinderella?
Wait, my mouse on the screen. Get that off.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Yeah. Yeah, come on. Come on. I need this. Oh, she's Cinderella saw too.
Really you? It's warm.
Nah, that's great. That's great.
Cinderella! Cinderella!
I missed you, Siren.
I have a heat. Did you get your memories back?
Tears.
Siren, it's Ave.
Yes. Yes. Nah, this is great. This is great. I don't care what anybody says. And we can see your full face.
Siren. It's a good thing you decided to stay alive, huh?
Yeah, just a few seconds. Oh no, we gotta talk about this. Best story. Best one. That's the end. No. Wait, wait a minute. Where are the others? Oh, you're not with... Okay, yeah, there's those two. You're with the three of them. Okay. Is Mori with Levi? No. Okay, give me a second. I'm not giving up. I gotta look. Wait, what the heck? Okay, in my search. Now that's interesting. Looks like they're plugging up the holes, which I just realized. This is outside. Nah, this is a new area. I was kind of joking about the city, but no, I think we actually have one. But I still haven't found my target. Okay, I was determined not to give up until we found Levi. But considering the main story, it may be the case that we can't right now. And yes, if you'd noticed that it's actually the second part of the story is out. Which I could go complete that right now. But first, we need to talk about that. That, I think, was one of the best stories that I've seen in this game, and honestly, maybe even one of the best I've played. Oh, wait, I just read those. Did you all see those? I might have. Okay, my thoughts are kind of all over everywhere, but let me try to put in the words what I'm feeling. Let me actually go and...
Finally met. My dream has come true.
Wow, your dream has come true. What's the second stage look like? I'm kind of cheating here, but this one, I like that. So, one, yes, it involved water, okay? You all know I love my water theme in this place. I already said it was one of my favorites, just the happy vibes that it gives. You know, for me, one of the most important things for people to have is hope. And that's what like I was saying, I really look for that in a character. And I think it's best, for me, I've had so many situations where things have looked hopeless, but just keeping that perseverance to take one more step, literally one more step, you never know what's waiting for you on that other side. This story exemplifies that. And can I say, all right, this might seem controversial, I don't know, but I like this. I want this to be my main cast, fam. Well, okay, maybe not. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of going crazy there. But my main thing for saying that is we don't really get something like that in the main story. Like, don't get me wrong, the main story is interesting. I mean, heck, we, I guess, discover Cinderella and Grave in the main story, but that wasn't before. I mean, it was before we got all the character development and the backstory, the thing that would really make it inspirational. And when we did get that for Siren, side story, we saw they didn't have to do this, right? We could have just met up with Siren and then continued the main story, but no. They developed the heck out of not just Siren, but Levi, even gave some for Mihara and Uni. And of course, it's all relating back to Cinderella and Grave. Seeing them reunite. Well, one, I noticed the height difference in. You don't realize how different.
Knowing that what's by my side is unbreakable fills me with such joy. I'll be leaving soon. Thank you, everyone, for everything.
You'll be leaving soon? Wait, no. Why are you leaving? Nah. Take Mori. There's literally no reason for Mori to go back to the art. Well, okay, well, I gotta think about that. But for me, this wasn't just a meeting of friends. This was a meeting of family. Like I said, big sis and mother. Even though mother might have forgotten, but still knows who you are inside. And plus, now that Siren is here, maybe she can fix Abe. That's kind of her thing. That's what I was hoping for. I'm wondering if that last story event will have to do with Levi, because, I mean, her bubble, as far as I can tell, is missing. I mean, I thought I missed it before. Oh, we'll come back. Okay, well, I know these two have to leave. And that's probably also for story purposes to help nerf them. Wait, what's Grave saying? I think this is a weapon I created. Someday I want to make something like this again. Oh, the bubble. Yeah. Yeah, you did this. They are. They really are endless. That's another thing. Siren's ability itself and just her peaceful mind, along with help. There's just so much good stuff I can say about this. And I really only think there's been one moment in the main story. Like, the main story has been, like, I can summarize it, I think, in the multiple arcs. There's the beginning arc, which I do think had the most emotional impact, I think. But the character it involved is not here. I keep avoiding mentioning them, but they won the first poll of the game for a reason. The person who won the second was Red Hood. That's where we started this journey. Well, from my channel. You've seen that story. And third, while it was Rappy, like I said, I believe the devs purposely wanted Rappy to win. That's why they gave Cinderella a fit. Otherwise, that small gap probably would have ended in Cinderella's favor. And now we got some heavy contenders already for the next one. Though I will say Anise is already a fan favorite, so who knows. But that's beside the point. My main thing is, in the main story, I think since after the first arc, then I think it was really the Crow show, and that wasn't really emotional. That was just, we gotta get rid of Crow, and that's when what happened with Uni happened. Then I think the more interesting stuff happened, where our main character got training and we reunited with Dorothy. Well, I mean, met Dorothy for our main character, but reunited for the purpose of the story. And that's when Red Hood showed up, and yeah, that was good. Yeah, okay. To be fair, that was good, but that was kind of continuing off of Red Hood's story. So I kind of, well, no, that would be the same vein as Siren's then. What I'm mainly trying to say though is stuff that involves our main characters don't seem to be on this tier, in my opinion. Which maybe that's part of the strategy, right? Maybe well, I can't even say maybe. I feel like that is partially by design, but because these are the unique characters, like your main characters they don't really need to sell us on getting the main characters, they're in the story. But other characters might not have as much time. I will be disappointed, right? I will be very disappointed if we don't have more time with the old tales. To me, the old tales is, I'm trying to compare them to the thing about the Goddess Squad is that they feel like their stories have ended. Yeah, that's the thing. They were the stars, and now they just want to rest for the most part. They still help out when they can, but they're chill, except Dorothy. But the old tales, they're just getting started. They haven't had a chance to take up their mantle, and they're just starting to do that. Either way, my point is, I care for this team. I love what the story did. I want to protect them. This goes beyond just wanting a unit, right? I want them to be, like they said, our goddesses of victory. So, with that being said, I got some collections I think I need to do. Huh. Yeah, I better have that song. I don't remember which ones I've seen, so we'll just go through all of them.